Terrifying discovery under the Sahara changes everything. Hello and welcome back to another video. Or if you're new here, welcome. Make sure to press the subscribe button so you can tag along with this as we learn more about our world. As you can see on this map of the world, if you want to travel to the biggest desert on the planet, you will have to go to Africa. You will view the enormous Sahara Desert. If you travel up north, it spans more than 9 million square kilometers and is home to 10 major countries: Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan and Tunisia. It also features the Red Sea in the west, the Mediterranean in the north, and the Atlantic Ocean in the west. As humankind's technologies advance, more secrets are being revealed beneath the barren sand, some of which are terrible and might completely alter the course of human history. As we shall demonstrate in this video, keep watching to the very end. The Sahara is the world's hottest desert and has one of the toughest climatic conditions. The highest temperature recorded was 58 degrees Celsius, while the average yearly temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. In fact, less than an inch of rain falls on the region annually, covering only about a 50% portion of the Sahara Desert. Despite the misconception that the Sahara has a forever warm climate, temperatures drop significantly at night and can even go as low as -6 degrees due to the absence of humidity. Only a few mountain ranges in the Sahara see frequent snowfall. But if you think the Sahara was always a desert, you are far from the facts. As impossible as it may sound, the Sahara underwent periods where it was teeming with life and vegetation. Parts of the now desert were covered with brimming rainforests and several species of flora and fauna found home there. The Sahara Desert underwent a transformation between approximately 11,000 and 5,000 years ago, following the end of the Pleistocene age. Sand dunes sprouted, green flora, and more frequent rains transformed dry caves into lakes. North Africa, which is around 3.5 million square miles, 9 million square kilometers in size, became green, luring in creatures like hippos, antelopes, elephants, and aurochs, wild cow ancestors, which feasted on the region's flourishing grasses and bushes. Could this luscious paradise ever come back after being gone so long? The short answer is yes. The Earth's cyclical orbital revolution around its axis, which occurs every 23,000 years, is what led to the Green Sahara, also referred to as the African Humid Period. It's uncertain when the Sahara, the biggest hot desert in the world, will turn a new leaf though, because of a wildcard: human-induced emissions of greenhouse gases that have triggered accelerated climate change. The acceleration in the tilt of the Earth caused the Sahara to become green. According to a previous study from Space.com, a sister site of Live Science, the tilt started to shift from roughly 24.1 degrees to the present 23.5 degrees some 8,000 years ago. The northern hemisphere is now the closest to the sun during the winter. Thanks to that tilt fluctuation, this may seem paradoxical, the northern hemisphere was however closest to the sun in the summertime during the Green Sahara. The northern hemisphere of the Earth saw an upsurge in radiation from the sun. In other words, heat during the summer, the African monsoon, a seasonal wind changes across the region brought on by temperatures, variations between the land and ocean, was increased by the increase in solar energy. A low pressure system brought precipitation from the Atlantic Ocean into the parched desert as a result of the rising temperatures over the Sahara. Typically, the wind sweeps from dry ground toward the Atlantic, bringing dust that creates Caribbean beaches and fertilizes the Amazon jungle, according to a recent Live Science piece. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reports that the once sandy Sahara has been changed into a grassland with grass and shrubs. Humans flourished with animals in the area, ultimately domesticating buffalo and goats and even developing an early system of symbolic art there, according to NOAA. The Northern Hemisphere's exposure to solar radiation is thought to have increased by 7% during the Green Sahara as opposed to the present. This rise may have caused the African monsoon rains to increase by 17 to 50%. The abruptness with which the Green Sahara emerged and disappeared is what climate scientists find intriguing. T, the Green Sahara, was lost in about 200 years. While the terrain altered abruptly, the change in sun radiation occurred gradually. The Green Sahara might emerge at the next Northern Hemisphere summer solar activity maximum, which is predicted to occur in AD 12,000 or AD 13,000, roughly 10,000 years from now. However, greenhouse gas emissions will impact this natural climatic cycle is something that scientists are unable to predict. However, these orbitally paced Green Sahara events have been observed even farther back than the Mesozoic era 23 million to 5 million years ago, possibly even during times when atmospheric carbon dioxide levels were comparable to or even higher than they are today. According to geological findings from ocean sediments, the likelihood of a forthcoming Green Sahara scenario thus remains quite high, although not to the same extent as changes caused by orbital forces. The Sahara may potentially get greener as a result of today's increasing greenhouse gases. A recent article that features the first representations of extinct aquatic animals from the old Trans-Saharan Seaway reveals that some of the largest catfish and sea snakes that could ever have existed resided in what is now the Sahara Desert. The largest sand desert in the world was originally 3,000 square kilometers deep and covered by a sea that was 50 meters deep. The fossil-rich sea silt it left behind allowed the researchers who published the findings to piece together a picture of an area that was teeming with life. A very rare fragment of embryonic planet that formed before Earth was birthed was found in a distant area of the Sahara Desert in the spring of 2020. The Egg Check 002 EC002 meteorite, a tiny celestial body that acts as a core building component for planets, was created beneath the crust of an old protoplanet EC002. It does not have a fusion crust, but it is the oldest known lava that has ever fallen to Earth and provides a unique look into planetary creation in the early solar system. It is an andesite, which is to imply that it is a lava that is high in silica, and hence sodium and potassium, with larger distributed crystals up to 94 centimeters, of green, yellow-green and less frequently yellow-brown hue. It is composed of fine and coarse grains of orangey and beige colour. No recognised asteroid has the same spectral properties as EC002, thus nearly all comparable bodies must have vanished, either as a result of collisions or as a result of helping to construct the bigger planets or satellites. The oldest crystallization age as of 2021 is that of EC002. Its composition suggests that the magma producing melting episode at the origin of EC002 occurred one or more hundreds of thousands of years earlier. This also implies that the parent body of EC002, which may have been a protoplanet with a few tens or even hundreds of kilometers in diameter, accredited much earlier. Comment down below any other fascinating discoveries about the Sahara Desert that terrify or amaze you. If you liked the video, please press the like button, and we'll be back with another video very soon.